Hello students, how are you? I hope you're all doing well. Open your students book page 78. Reading Language Magazine. Today we're going to read a magazine article. Text messaging, great or not? Language Magazine recently conducted a survey asking people about text messaging. مجلة اللغة أجرت دراسة عن الرسائل النصية. Those taking part were asked if they used text messaging and what effect they thought it was having on the standard of English used by young people. The participants were asked two questions. The first question, if they used text messaging. The second question, how text messaging affect the English language. تم سؤال المشاركين في الدراسة إن كانوا استخدموا الرسائل النصية من قبل وما تأثير الرسائل النصية على اللغة التي يستخدمها الشباب. Of the people surveyed يعني الناس اللي تم إجراء الدراسة عليهم 48% used text messaging 51% thought it made the standard of young people's English worse 49% thought it made no difference. The first group of participants used text messaging. The second group thought that text messaging made English language of young people worse. The last group thought that text messaging made no effect on the English language. تكونت الدراسة من 3 مجموعات من الناس. المجموعة الأولى استخدموا الرسائل النصية. المجموعة الثانية اعتقدوا أن لغة الشباب أصبحت أسوأ. وهناك من اعتقدوا أن الرسائل النصية لم تؤثر أبداً على اللغة الإنجليزية. Here is a sample of the replies showing widely differing opinions. Sample عينة replies ردود opinions آراء. Now we will read some opinions. I am particularly concerned about text messaging because of the harmful effect it has on young people's spelling. أنا تقول أنها مهتمة بالرسائل النصية لأنها أثرت بشكل سلبي على الإملاء على السبيلينج أو التهجئة. Of course, many of my pupils are fully aware that P4 is fine in a text message, but is inappropriate in a piece of schoolwork. Pupils means students, طلاب. Inappropriate means غير مناسب. So Anna is a teacher and she says it's okay to write P4 in a message, but it is not okay to write it in a study. أنا معلمة وعم تحكي إنه عادي تكتب P4 بدل P4 في رسالة. ولكن مش عادي إنك تكتبها في الدراسة. More problematic is the text messaging convention of using a capital letter to present double letters in a word, e.g. tomorrow and looking. Anna says that many people use a capital letter instead of double letters. For example, tomorrow. The capital R represents the double R, and the capital O represents the double O. Fewer pupils realize that this is actually wrong, and it creeps into their written English. She says, students should know that writing in that way is wrong, and it affects their spelling. But even this convention seems to be disappearing, and tomorrow, looking, etc. is becoming the norm. Anna. The norm means المتعارف عليه. Anna means in this convention the capital letter instead of the double letters. This way of writing in tomorrow and looking is disappearing. هاي الطريقة اختفت. Now, this is the norm tomorrow, without R, without double R. Anna wants to say that the situation is getting worse. Now we will read another opinion. Why are we getting so worked up about text messaging? Worked up means angry. Why do we assume that it is just a teenage craze? Teenage craze means popular with young people, يعني شيء معروف أو مشهور بين الشباب. It is, in fact, a recognized means of communicating in business. So Ahmed thinks that text messaging is a good way of communicating in business. Notice here, students, that means is a singular noun. Means هي اسم مفرد وبتعني way أو طريقة أو وسيلة. Billions of text messages are sent each year by adults who find it quick and easy to use and can't imagine how they ever managed without it. Adults means الأشخاص الناضجين أو الكبار. So adult people use text messaging because it is easy to use and can't do without it. I know I do. Don't you? Ahmed Eid. I have always had a bee in my bonnet about punctuation. Bee in my bonnet means to think about something because you think it is important. Punctuation means الترقيم. So this woman thinks that punctuation is important. Without it, written English can be rendered meaningless. The pronoun it refers to punctuation. She thinks also that without punctuation, writing could become meaningless. Meaningless means بلا معنى. The fact that punctuation is used in text messages solely to draw little pictures, dash, colon, dash, closed brackets equal I'm happy, is ridiculous. She thinks that drawing small pictures using punctuation is silly or ridiculous. Ridiculous means سخيف. For example, when you write dash, colon, dash, closed brackets equal, it means I am happy. يعني هاي الرموز تعني I am happy. And this woman thinks it's a silly way. No capital letters, no full stops. It is so difficult to make out what the message is. Make out means to understand something, and it is a phrasal verb. So she says that it is hard to understand the message without punctuation. I'm sure you have the same problem. Amy. Thank you for watching. See you next time.